السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف حالكم؟ MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So today we want to learn the second pledge of Aqaba. So before we start the second pledge of Aqaba, yesterday what have we learned?
The first pledge of Aqaba.
Eh?
The first pledge of Aqaba.
The first pledge of
Aqaba.
Aqaba. So how many people met the Prophet in the first pledge of Aqaba?
12 people. 12 men.
12 people. How many were from Aus tribe?
2.
Eh?
2.
How many were from Khazraj tribe?
10.
Eh?
10.
10.
Yes.
So they met the Prophet at where?
Aqaba.
At
Aqaba.
Aqaba. Very good. So what are the terms that they pledged with the Prophet now? One. Terms of the first pledge of Aqaba. One. Terms of the first pledge of Aqaba. One. Yes. Yes. Very good. To worship no other God but Allah. Number 2. Yes.
Avoid telling lies.
To avoid telling lies. Very good. Number 3. Very good. To obey the Prophet in every good deed. Number 4. Yes. Very good. To stop the customs of burying children alive.
Yes.
So now here we look at now the second pledge of Aqaba.
Yes.
The second pledge of Aqaba, in the 13th year of prophethood, 75 people met the Prophet. Out of those 75 people now, there are 73 men and 2 women. 73 men and 2 women. So they met the Prophet at Aqaba. And all of them, they had embraced Islam. Islam, okay? So now there's something that they pledge the Prophet. We say that pledges is a promise or agreement you make with someone or a group of people. So what have they pledged with the Prophet now in the second pledge of Aqaba? Okay? So when the Prophet met them at Aqaba, he has been accompanied by his uncle Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib, who accompanied the Prophet during the second pledge of Aqaba.
Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib.
Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib. But they said that we forgot it yesterday. Yesterday we said that who was the Sahabi who was sent to Medina by the Prophet to teach Islam with these 12 people now.
Musab bin Umair.
Musab bin Umair was being sent by the Prophet to teach the 12 people there in Medina, in Yadrib. So now, here in the term of the second pledge of Aqaba, we have one is that to listen and obey the Prophet, okay? They must listen and obey the Prophet in any matter. So, are we together?
Yes.
Again, they also pledge that again to enjoin good and forbid evil again. They will going to enjoin good and they forbid evil, okay? So, evil is now maybe some haram things, and some good things are ma'rufat, okay? Enjoy good, that is ma'rufatan and munkarat, So they enjoy ma'rufat and they also stop what? Munkarat, Yes. So again, to spend their wealth in support of Islam. That means that they will go to spend their wealth to support the Prophet now, because Islam needs to be supported, because it is the year maybe the starting of maybe 30 years old, okay? Because the Prophet speaks the Quran in the year 610, So in the year 622 is when these people come from Yadrib, okay? They come from Hajj, but the Prophet told them about Islam and they accept Islam, and also they told the Prophet that they will go to support him in any matter of supporting spreading Islam. So again, to support the Prophet and protect him, okay? The same way that they protect their family and children, okay? In Medina there. Because Abbas, his uncle, told the people from Yadrib that the 75 for now, he told them that Muhammad needs support and protection. In Makkah, the family of Abdul Muttalib, or Banu Hashim, the family of Banu, or the tribe of Hashim, were protecting Muhammad in Makkah. So, when he go to Medina, who is going to protect him, okay? So, Barabi Marur said that it is us who are going to support and protect Muhammad the same way we protect our children and families. Okay? Are we together? That's why the Prophet told them that the Prophet told those people who come from Yadrib, the second preach, he told them that you are going to live with them and die with them because they came to invite the Prophet to Medina, okay? To Yadrib, because by then it was Yadrib. So the Prophet now told them what you are going to live with them and die with them. That's why the Prophet died in Medina. Even if the Prophet goes to Makkah, he could have go back and stay in Makkah, but he has not decided, okay? Because he had the promise of these people, okay? That's why he lived with them and died with them in Medina. So now, what is the significance now of the village of Aqaba now? Significance of the village of Aqaba. So this first village of Aqaba, second village of Aqaba, what is the significance, importance now? Why is the first village of Aqaba and second village of Aqaba is important in the life of Islam now? One is that the conflict between Aus and Khazraj tribe was resolved. We say that Aus and Khazraj tribe were the two major tribes where? In Yadrib. What are they doing? They were fighting. They were fighting. That's why now the conflict of the tribe of Khazraj and Aus tribe who are fighting in Medina were being resolved. So that's been resolved. Okay. So that when Islam go to Medina now, no fighting. So again, Islam is spread outside Medina. Outside Medina. Because those people who are those who are in Medina now, they decided now to preach Islam outside Medina. They also invite the tribes who are near Medina to accept Islam. So that's why it is very important, okay? So they take it seriously and go and spread Islam outside, not only inside Medina, also outside Medina. So all together. Again, the Prophet and Muslims were invited to Medina. Because when they come for the second time now, their main agenda is only to invite the Prophet and the Muslims to Medina. So they invited. Immediately after this period of Aqaba now, some Islam Muslims decided to go or migrate to Medina, okay, in a small group, okay. Again now, it gave hope for the Muslims to start a new life. They start a new life because Muslims who are in Makkah were being persecuted by the Quraysh. They have been disturbed. Even they don't even get a chance of to pray maybe openly. In where? In the Kaaba. So they treated by the Quraysh. Okay, they mistreated by the Quraysh in where? In Makkah. So when they go to Medina now, they now get a new life. So that's why you call Hijrah. Hijrah is a turning point. Okay, is where the Muslims now turn from their first sin to a new life in Medina. So now again, the people of Yadrib now prepared to receive the Prophet and the Muslims in their city now. Medina was called Yadrib.
Yes.
People of Yadrib now, they prepared to what? To receive the Prophet in their city. That is Medina. Okay, that's why the first and second village of Aqaba was very important in the history of Islam. So because the conflict between the Aus and other tribe was resolved. So now, how many people met the Prophet in the second village of Aqaba? Yes? 75. How many of them were men?
73.
73. How many of them were men? Were female or women?
2.
2. So we have 73 men and 2 women. So they come for what? They come for what? They come for pilgrimage. They come for Hajj. They come for Hajj. Pilgrimage. So all of them they accepted Islam because Musab bin Umair led them to where? To Aqaba. To Aqaba. So are we together? Have you understood?
Yes.
Any question about here? I give you now the terms of the second village of Aqaba. 1. Very good. To listen and obey the Prophet. Very good. Number 2.
To enjoy good and forbid evil.
To enjoy good and forbid evil. 3. Yes. 3.
To support and protect the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Very good.